So in our view, intelligent ERP is not just autonomic, meaning it's self-healing on the back end, but it's also about the intelligence and the digitization of the processes themselves. And we do have customers that are using JD Edwards in this fashion today, and I want to explore some of those examples. So to do that, I'm going to bring up Riesa Case from Stanley Engineered Fasteners. Come on up, Riesa. Good morning, Riesa. How are you?
Hi.
Good
how
to
are you this morning?
see you. Okay, so we are going to talk about Stanley and how you implemented process automation, or what's referred to as robotic process automation with EnterpriseOne. But before we do that, again, let everybody know what you all do. I mean, I recognize the brand, but tell us a little bit more about the business.
Yes, 100 years or more of the brand, I believe. So we're one of 3 divisions in Stanley Engineered Fastening. And we deliver world-class advanced fastening systems. We design, we build them, and then we also manufacture the fasteners themselves, metals or plastics. Mm-hmm. And you'll have our fasteners in just about everything around you, like your automobile, your iPhone, your airplane.
Everything needs to be fastened.
Everything needs to be fastened. And some of our brands are like Gripco, Helicoil, Pop. So we have about 10 plants located in North America. Okay. And we have approximately 300 concurrent users, 900 named users. Okay. And we are still on 9.1 applications, but we're using 9.2.1.4.
Okay, here's a strategy where we're actually leaning forward into the tools to help solve some problems. So tell us about the business challenge that faced Stanley.
Well, Stanley, as a large organization, has a robotics process automation team.
Okay.
All right.
Pretty futuristic.
Very futuristic, very innovative company. Yeah. And so that robotic process automation team looked at a situation we have in the business where we have large amounts of consolidated journal entries coming from Blackline. And they were sending those out to all of the businesses as Excel spreadsheets.
Oh, boy.
Yes. And they were and some of them are 10,000, 20,000 lines. Okay. And they were being uploaded via Excel into JD Edwards. And that took 3 or 4 days a month.
I bet that doesn't sound anything like some of you out there, right? None of you have that in your business.
I'm sure they don't.
So a lot of manual, right? Error-prone, those sorts of things. So what did you do to implement automation? How did you innovate to solve this particular problem?
Well, the robotics automation team went out looking for volunteers to take on this process, and we volunteered because it sounded like fun, number one. And number 2, we have the orchestrator. Right. So they use Automation Anywhere, which is a bot farm. Okay. I heard that Oracle also has some bot farms as well. Yes, we also have that technology. And they have a out-of-the-box JSON bot.
Okay, well that's good because we speak JSON.
Right, so that was like a light bulb, right? So what we did is we worked with that team, and we said, okay, we're going to give you an orchestration JSON for the GL entry. And we'll also have that orchestration call the GL post.
All right. Okay. So, so how long did this take to put together? Tell me a little bit about that.
Okay. So we used an individual from ERP Suites who assisted me with this. So it was basically him and myself. Okay. Took a couple days to build the orchestrations and about a week for testing. All right. And then we were live within 30 days.
Wow. Okay. So that's live and in production.
Live and in production since May of 2018.
Okay. So what are the savings then to Stanley based on this effort?
Well, it's 40 or more hours a month, as well as the individuals. It was 2 to 3 individuals that were doing this at the end of the month, and they no longer have to do any of this. And unfortunately, I can't give you a demo because they all run in the background. There's nothing for you to see.
Nothing to see. Nothing to see. All right. So that sounds like you probably needed a rocket scientist, right, or one of these fancy data scientists to do this work, correct?
Well, no.
Okay.
We didn't need that or a developer.
Oh, really?
Matter of fact, we utilized my knowledge of the software as far as the processes.
Uh-huh.
And then I had an individual from ERP Suites who
Right.
assisted me on this, who was, this was last year, he had just come out of college with a psychology degree.
Even a psychologist can do it. It's
Even
that
a
simple.
psychologist can do it. And he had no experience with finance or
Okay.
JD Edwards, or for that matter, orchestration, and we were able to accomplish this within 30 days.
Wow. So basically, just basic knowledge of the system, sort of understanding the set of rules that you're trying to process, and you guys were able to roll this out.
Yes.
Fantastic. So do you have any other examples of places you want to go with this kind of technology?
Well, now that the robotics process automation team knows us, they are now reaching out to us to move into other areas of automation because, obviously that's what gets them their bonuses. Is
Oh, okay.
do more robotics and process automation. So our next one that we're looking at is, from a global perspective, Stanley has network terminations that go through ServiceNow, which is the ticketing system. And what they've found is that the Sarbanes-Oxley would really like us to automate that process instead of manually keying in another ticket for the ERP termination.
Right.
So what they have asked us to do is to, ServiceNow has a JSON capability with a bot as well. So when the network termination goes in, then that bot is going to send that information through several orchestrations on JD Edwards to terminate that employee, which will then solve or at least streamlines the Sarbanes-Oxley audit process as well.
Okay, so from financial close to compliance issues, you're saying that the use of bots in line with JD Edwards can help solve those business problems.
Yes, using orchestrations to leverage the bot.
All right, so thank you, Riesa. I think it's a thrilling story, very innovative approach to using bots, again, on business processes. And these are what I would call great examples of intelligent ERP. We think JD Edwards can help actually learn those business processes, be an assistant to you, and help you gain the efficiencies that you're looking for. Certainly compression of time being one of those, and again, reducing errors that are caused by manual input.